Welcome back. Our mission is what links us to our past. Our purpose is the link with our life, because life is a whole, and our purpose and our mission and who we are has been being reflected into this world. So there is no coincidences, and there is a reason why certain people have been asking you to solve certain problems, or there is a reason why since you were a child you have been talking about the same specific topics. There is a reason why you've been interested in specific things, because all of that interest and all of the people around you and everything you experienced actually are serving your purpose. That's why taking time, meditating, and understanding your life story is the most important thing in an entrepreneurial journey. Because if you understand yourself on a deeper level, if you understand your talents, if you understand your uniqueness, you also understand your value proposition, and you understand your value in general in life, in this universe. And when you understand your value and build a business around that, when each one of you, when working with co-founders, if each co-founder understood their value, their talents, their uniqueness, their life journey, what life has been demanding from them, and the big value pool they are in, and create a business around that, like think of each founder being so clear about their mission, their purpose, and them getting together and aligning those visions and purposes and missions, and then thinking about, okay, what does this three values creates? Like what is the value proposition when you combine all of these three dots, all of these three people's expertise and their uniqueness and their experience and their value proposition, and then something magical happens. So make sure you get crystal clear on your purpose, on your mission, on your values. Make sure you get crystal clear on your heartfelt audience, and make sure you start thinking about your values on top of what the world has been demanding you, on top of your purpose, on top of your personal values. What is your value for the universe? What is your expertise, and what are your talents? So now pause this video before we go further down the road. Make sure you do some brainstorming. Take a pen and notebook and start writing everything that is valuable about your journey. It might be that you started playing the piano when you were 5, and it might be you starting playing tennis. It might be that you're a great tennis player. It might be you achieving an award, or it might be you being like me, being on stage. That's kind of like one of my values. I have been on stage since I was 4, 5 years old. I have been on stage performing. First it was ballet, and it was then other things, theatrical shows and dancing. I have been on stage. So all of that stage experience have given me the expertise and the freedom to just go up on stage and just freely express myself, because stage is where I feel home. Stage is where I feel relaxed. So by knowing that, I create businesses where I can be on stage, because I'm best at stage. I'm best at in front of people. And you probably, if you're following me, or if you have come to one of our stage performances, one of my stage performances, when I'm on stage, I do perform well, and I'm so relaxed because it feels home. Why? Because I have been on stage since I was 4. I was doing ballet, and I was on stage every year. I was then playing the piano, I was on stage, and then I was playing volleyball, I was on stage. I was swimming, I was on stage. Then I was in theater club, I was on stage. Singing, dancing, I was on stage. So that stage experience is my value. So look back in your life, make sure you don't miss anything, and think of your value, like the valuable things you've been doing, and the experience and the talents you had. Like I said, it might be awards. Just brainstorm, pause the video, and come back. Welcome back. So your values are your value for the universe. It's not your personal values we've been talking about. This is a different value. It is your value in the eyes of the universe or in the eyes of your target audience? Your skills, your competencies, your qualifications, your accreditation, your knowledge, your capabilities, what you have achieved, your customers if you had, your relationships, everything is your value. So imagine your whole life as a big pool, a value pool, and you're sitting in the middle of the pool. And then lastly, if you haven't yet, think of all the rewards, think of all the awards you have gotten, think of all the accreditations you have gotten. If you forgot it, it might be also your diplomas, the courses you finished. Now pause the video, write them down, come back. Welcome back. Now start thinking about the areas you are most valued for, the areas you've been most valued for. What do people pay you for? I'm going to ask it again. What do people pay you for? So you might have some talents. You might have some things in your life you do the best, but people might not be ready to pay for it. So think of your talents and think of your expertise and think of all the past journey, because what people pay is always valuable. So money moves away from what's not valuable, and it moves to what is valuable. If you read my book Money Consciousness, you will remember what I'm saying. Money follows value. So I'm asking you to find your highest value. Like, what's the most valuable thing you've been doing in your life, or what are the most valuable things you've been doing in your life? Because the most valuable things you've been doing in your life gets paid. So look at what people have been paying you for and pause the video and write them down. Like, people have been paying me for me being a teacher. People have been paying me as a teacher. So me being a teacher and me being a self-mastery teacher is my biggest value, because people have been paying huge amounts of money since 25 years to me teaching. And the second thing, my management skills, my business skills, people pay because I create amazing businesses. So look at your life, pause the video, ask yourself this question: what have people been paying me for? What are the areas they pay me the most? And also think of the areas you can get paid, because if you haven't gotten paid, it doesn't mean that you won't be paid. So think of all the areas you might get paid, or maybe the conversations you had. For example, the conversation we have with my family and my husband is that people could pay me for my cooking skills. If I wanted to get paid for my cooking skills, because I'm a good cook, it's not that I'm doing it right now. I love cooking, or cooking is kind of like my therapy. It is aligned with my values, my 3 values, because it supports my business. I relax. It's kind of like a therapy. It supports my wealth building. When I cook, we don't eat outside. We don't travel. We love spending time. It also is aligned with my self-mastery. It helps me get centered, also aligned with family. The family likes me cooking and all that. So I can easily, because I have had conversations about it with my husband and with my friends, I could easily, if I wanted to, turn my cooking skills into money. So, and it is turning into money in many different ways. So not only think of the areas you're getting paid, of course, those are the most important areas, because that's kind of like the low-hanging fruit. If people are already paying you for something, they will keep on paying you for that thing, because that's kind of like your obvious value. Like me being a teacher, it's an obvious value. People don't question when I ask, money for or payment for one of my courses. People are like, of course, because I am a teacher and that's my first biggest value, and it's seen. So first think of what is seen, what is out there, what people are eager to pay for, and then second, what can they pay for? Like, what are your other skills that can be turned into money and turned into products and turned into businesses? And once you're done with that, I'll see you in the next video.